Okay, we are kicking off with Tesla. Tesla is in the move in this pre-market session, up 1.35%. So far, let's see what has happened. Only 521,000, roughly 522,000 shares have crossed the tape, and all of these are coming on the news that Panasonic has cut its batteries output. It says cuts batteries batteries units profit outlook warns on high-end EV sales. So Tesla, okay, it says here, okay, let's see. Panasonic, which supplies Tesla, said that today they had cut automotive battery production in Japan in September quarter and shrank the division's annual profit forecast by 15%, underscoring a global slowdown in EV sales. The company's less positive outlook for its battery segment follows similar warnings by several automakers and suppliers as major economies, including China and Europe, see weaker growth. The energy unit made battery cells for Tesla's premium Model S and Model X that during the quarter came with a higher price tag than what would make them eligible for US tax credits, according to Panasonic's group CFO Hirokazu Umeda. Since these are luxury cars that exceed this price, demand has fallen. Umeda told analysts and reporters during a briefing on the company's second quarter financial results. The unit slashed its output of automotive batteries in Japan by 60% in the second quarter versus the prior 3 months as it sought to normalize inventories, Umeda indicated. Panasonic lowered its full year operating profit forecast for the energy unit that makes batteries for Tesla and other manufacturers to 115 billion yen from 135 billion yen on an unadjusted basis. The company was running its inventories based on the strong demand it had seen in the first quarter. So he said that they are looking to optimize inventories while closing lines rather than completely shutting down operations. The battery units production in Japan suffered from slowing uptake for high-end EVs in North America. Okay, so inflation, okay, it's okay, let's see. So Panasonic, the company said production at its North American operations remained steady and saw its firm sales of vehicles eligible for tax credit. Okay, so South Korean battery firm LG Solution last week warned of slowing revenue growth in 2024 due to global economic uncertainties affecting the outlook for EV sales. Also this month, Tesla took a cautious stance on expanding EV production capacity, with Elon Musk saying he was worried higher borrowing costs will make its vehicles less affordable for potential customers despite price cuts. So Tesla in September cut prices of Model S and Model X vehicles in the United States so that some versions qualified for government tax credits. So General Motors is also slowing launch of several EV models to cut their costs, putting back on EV production spending. Okay, so that's what's going on. Some of you may already know that. Let's see what's going on. So far 640,000 shares have crossed the tape. You can see only okay, it's just now the gains now roughly 0. Not up to 1%. Not up to 1%. So Tesla has given up a lot of the gains that run up earlier on. Let's see what's going on. So we have sorry about that. Okay, SoFi. Okay, let's see what's going on with Tesla. So this is the 1-day chart for Tesla. So Tesla has been crashing, I mean, just like the broader market. So this is as of Tuesday the 10th. That's when it began. Dropped from all the way high from the highs of $263.46. So it has given up a lot of almost close to 20%, lost up or close to 20% since that time, I think. So it has downward projections of 1.97.5, but there's an upper projection of 224.94. There's also 234.44. There's a 241.82. There's 247.1, all the way towards 296.7. So we have projections, couple of projections on its 10-day moving average. So it's projecting that Tesla will continue to spike up till Wednesday the 1st of November. It's going to spike. The 10-day moving average might reach 25.13. There's no guarantee that will happen. 257.13, and so we can see whether we can do a few calculations in that regard. Let's see. So while we're at it, we can while that chart is that page is loading, we can have a look at we can have a look at the weekly chart for Tesla. Okay, this is the weekly chart. So 10-week moving average is also predicting the same thing as well. Predicting strength for the next couple of weeks, up till, I think, for the next 3 weeks, up till Monday the 13th of November. It's expected to, the 10-week moving average it's expected to spike to 255.94. okay, so there's a downward projection of 122.53 on this weekly chart, and then there's just below where it is now, there's just around where it is, there's an upper projection of 212.64, and further up is 247.75. Further up is 268.81, all the way to 250.19, and then below that we have $360.09. No guarantee any of those will happen. So okay, let's look at the daily chart for Tesla. Okay, let's see whether we can include any indicators here like a standard deviation. Okay, we have standard deviation here. Okay, for 20 trading sessions, for the last 20 trading sessions. Let's see. Okay, we have roughly 21.94. Okay, so let's see what we're trying to calculate here. We're trying to find the z-score, and then from there we can determine a few things, a few probabilities. Okay, so we have this upper projection of sorry, it's actually okay, we have an average day of 257.31, and we also have a price of 258.71. so we can say okay, we can actually begin with the price where it is right now. It's currently at 209.82 in this pre-market session. 209.82. minus 257, 257.31, 257.31. we have minus 47.48, and we have a standard deviation of 21.94. so that gives us a negative 2.164. Let's find the z-score. On this chart, we have 2.164, so 2.1 on the 64 minus, so that gives us 0.0154. we're talking about 1.54. 1.54%. Let's see what that corresponds to. So the probability that we're gonna get a higher price relative to the probability that we're going to get a higher price relative to its projected 10-day moving average of $257 by Monday, the 1st of November, is roughly 1.54%. Maybe that's not exactly the best calculation so far. That's not okay, that's not exactly the best. Okay, so it's better to use probabilities closer to where it is right now. So as it is right now, it's at 209.67. We can actually go to the 1-minute chart and we might be able to get some figures there. So right now we have currently trading at 209.77. Let's see whether we can get a 10-minute moving average. Is that the best moving average we can get? I think we might still. Okay, so in any case, just while we're here, it's projected that Tesla will show strength in the coming minutes. Okay, let's return to that 1-day chart. The moving averages have to be relative to what they are right now. So 10-day moving average, I think we have, that's what we have there, 10-day moving average. Yes, we have 223.76. So 223.76. so we have okay, the price has moved actually to 209. Yeah, this is roughly where it is. 209. Let's see. Yeah, roughly around here. So yes, moving average still 223. So we're gonna have 209.79 minus the average of 223. This is the calculation based on its I think it's best to use its 20-day moving average, which is 240.69, since we are using a standard deviation of 20. Okay, so divided by 21.59. okay, so let's do that math again, and we may be able to find the probability that it will trade higher. Yeah, higher than 209.79. That's what we're going to find out right now. So let's see. 209.79 minus 240.69 divided by 209.79 minus 240.69 divided by 21.59. we have what am I doing here? 209.79 minus 240.69 divided by 21.59. okay, 1.431. okay, let's find the z-score. 1.431. 1.431. Yeah, that's it here. So the probability is 7.64%. 7.64%. So it's not projecting a very high probability that Tesla stock is going to move higher than the current price right now. So, but in any case, we have spent a fair bit of time on Tesla. Let's look at another stock. Let's see who's here. Nobody's here. Let's look at SoFi. SoFi up 7.13% in this pre-market session. Okay, rises. It rose in this pre-market session to as much as $7.24. The company reported lower Q3 losses on higher net interest income, up 90% year over year at $265.2 million in its lending segment on an adjusted basis. SoFi posted third quarter loss of $29.7 million or 3 cents per share, compared to a loss of $4.4 million on 9% per share last year. Yeah. So, but in any case, the market participants are reacting to higher net interest income, up 90%. I think that's the positive there. Okay, 3.03 million shares have crossed the tape and counting. 7.71%. So far we have SoFi at 7.74. And its 10-day moving average is at $7.48. So if we do this math, the probability that it will rally further might look positive. Okay, so 7. Current price 7.7. Okay, 7.41. Okay, it doesn't look so wonderful. 7.41. 0.41 minus, no, it's not going to look positive. 7.73. okay, divided by 0. 7.39, 7.35 minus 7.73. Okay, 0.07481. Let's see. One 7.481. So 22.96%. 22.66% is the probability that it will rally further. 22.26% is the probability that SoFi, 22.66%. will rally further. So not very high, but it is something, you know. Okay, let's see what's going on with Nvidia. Up 1.11% in this pre-market session. Nvidia backed startup CRAT hints at IPO after $99 million fundraise. Let's see what's going on here. 3D metal printer startup CRAT Technologies hinted at potentially going public in the medium term, and said it had raised $99 million in a funding round led by chip designer Nvidia as venture capital arm. With the latest Series C funding round, the company's valuation will approach $50 million, according to a source who asked not to be named. They expect that going public is on their cards. 12 to 8 months is the earliest they will consider that, potentially more like 24 or 36. CRAT CEO James DeMuth told Reuters in an interview, adding that proceeds from the financing round will be used to deploy its production printers. The fundraise, co-led by Nvidia's and Ventures and Capricorn's Technology Impact Fund, brought in new investors on the motor and Qubit Capital. Existing backers including Porsche and venture capital units of Xerox Holdings and General Motors also participated. CRAT is looking to bring parts manufacturing with its green energy powered area printing technology closer to customer factories around the world in a bid to reshore supply chains and slash emissions. Over the past couple of years, companies across the industries globally have been looking to diversify supply chains to reduce their dependence on China to address business continuity concerns and as US-Sino trade tensions heat up. CRAT's local factory deployment model provides the industry with a solution to near-shore manufacturing and to increase the resilience of supply chains. So that was according to existing investor Porsche Automobile Holdings board member Luz Meska. CRAT has also has commitments to supply 59 tons of metal components for Siemens energy turbines over a 6-year period. And the startup said earlier this month that it had received letters of intent from global manufacturers exceeding capacity of its partner factory in Massachusetts. The company said it had letters of intent from 6 customers, totaling 4,000 tons of material, setting up for $750 million in revenue over several years. Okay, so Nvidia has backed a startup with $199 million. So not very much has crossed the tape so far for Nvidia. 381,000 so far, up by 1.07% in this pre-market session. Okay, let's have a look at Nvidia. Okay, we have let's look at the charts for Nvidia. Let's look at what projections are saying. Okay, this is the daily chart for Nvidia. Just like Tesla as well, it's projecting that it's going to show strength up to 1st of November, which is also a day that the Fed is going to be speaking, or the Fed chair is going to be speaking on that day. It's projected that is 10-day moving average is going to rally to $450.26. Would that happen? And after that, it's going to be a collapse all the way down to where it is right now, which is around $408.73. So the 10-day moving average is currently at 424. So that's actually predicting something lower than that. So let's look at the 1-week chart for Nvidia. Sideways movement for about 2 days, for 2 weeks, and then a quick collapse. Come early in December, first Monday of December. Okay. Okay, Apple is its earnings outcomes are coming out soon. Let's see, AAPL. Apple is projected to spike tomorrow, the 31st, and then after that collapse. Okay, Apple is up 0.34%. Any news? Oppenheimer adjusts Apple price target to $200 from $220. Let's see what it's saying here. Okay, its earnings outcomes on Thursday, not today. Apple's earnings will be on focus on Thursday. The iPhone makers' shares have continued to decline, closed at $168.22 on Friday after hitting a high of under $200 late in July. Okay, let's see. So far, not a lot has crossed the tape. 205,000 roughly. Okay, just like Tesla and Nvidia, and so yeah, Tesla and Nvidia. It's also strength is projected up till up to this is up to Tuesday the 31st. And after that, we are looking at a projection of and that one weakness on its 10-day moving average. Okay, let's look at Nikola. Okay, Nikola up 1.95%. From 70,992 shares have crossed the tape so far. So far, 1,000 shares have crossed the tape. Up to 2.9%. Let's see what's going on with Nikola. This is its one-day movement, daily moving average. Sorry, daily chart. So strength is projected for how many days? On its based on what's projected on its 10-day moving average. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 trading sessions. 5 trading sessions to get to where it is right now. Sorry. I mean, to get to the highs of $1.41 on its daily chart. So let's see. I think there's some news here. Nikola is a trending stock. Facts you need to facts to know before betting on it. Nikola has been one of the most searched for stocks on Zacks.com lately, so you might want to look at some of the facts that could shape the stock's performance in the near term. Over the past month, shares of this pioneer and zero emission trucks have returned a negative 3.59% compared with Zacks S&P 500 Composite Index, which was negative 1.6 change. So during this period, Zacks Automotive's domestic industry, which Nikola falls in, has lost 14.4%. The key question now is what will be the stock's future direction, with media releases and rumors about a substantial change in the company's business prospect. Usually While media releases or rumors about a substantial change in the company's business prospects usually makes these stocks trending and lead to an immediate price change. There are always some fundamental facts that eventually dominate the buy and hold decision making. Okay. So Nikola up 2.91%. Okay, let's see what's going on with OCGN. Okay, OCGN is up 0.25%. techno news. Okay, not a lot of shares have crossed the tape, only 36,717. So on its 10-day moving on its daily chart, so it's projected that its 10-day moving average will continue to show strength from today, tomorrow, the 30th, Monday, and Wednesday, the 1st of November, until Wednesday, so also Thursday, the 2nd of November, and then sideways. And yeah, that's what's projected for OCGN. So we can see whether we can try and work out a few calculations here for OCGN. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Okay. In terms of how things are right now, we have 1.05. okay, the current price is at 1.05, so sorry, I was looking at Nikola. So it's OCGN. OCGN is yes, sideways to downward movement is projected for its 10-day moving average. So there's an upper projection of 0.6094, and there are downward projections all the way down to 0.0914. So let's see what we can project for OCGN right now. So OCGN is currently trading at let's get what's going on right now. It's trading at 0.3599, 0.3599, 0.3599. Okay, sorry about that. The FFIE device is very close to the microphone. Sorry about that. So let's see whether we can what we can do about these projections. Let's find the probabilities. Okay, so we have once again, let's see, probability of 0.3. So we have price of 0.3599. and if we relate that to its 10-day moving average, 20-day moving average, its 20-day moving average is 0.4068. We divide that by 0.0219. We have 2.141. So this is 2.141, so a negative 2.141. With that we can 2.141. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1.62%. 1.62% that it's going to rally from where it is right now, which is not fantastic. 1.62%. Okay, so let's see other probabilities. What could they possibly be? Okay, we can relate some of the Fibonacci projections and the projected probabilities. So we can say that this projection of 0.4540 and 0.4540, and that projection of 0. On its 10-day moving average, we have a projection of that is for Monday the 6th of November. So sorry, Monday the 6th of November. So let's we have that 0.4022. So we are now trying to find probabilities of future forecasts. We have a Fibonacci projection of around 4.4 okay, we're not trying to find out the probability of the price of OCGN rising above 0.4540 by Monday the 6th of November, and by Monday the 6th of November, the projection on its 10-day moving average, the projection on its 10-day moving average is 0.4022. So if we take that, we can also see whether we can modify the standard deviation to give us something. Let's see whether we can modify it and see. Let's see. Okay, let's see whether we can make it 10. So we have 0.0248, 0.0248. So given that, we have something to work with. Okay, let's see. So we're counting down to the open of the session of this regular session. We don't have we have quite a lot of time before that happens. So we have the best part of 1 hour and 37 minutes. Okay. So let's do this probability and see what things are going to, what the probability will be like. Okay, let's see. 0.4540. It's a 0.4540 is a projection, a Fibonacci projection on OCGN price, on the price of OCGN, and then there is 0.4022, which is a projection on its 10-day of its 10-day moving average come Monday the 6th of November, and then we divide that by its standard deviation for the last 10 trading sessions. So we have 0.0 248. So we have 2.088. It's likely to give us a high probability. What did we get again? 2.088. Okay, we don't have that here. Let's see the full map. .088. Let's see, 2.088. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 98.12%. Is that 98.12%? Okay. .12%. Okay, that sounds positive. If that makes you happy, you can by all means take that with you and run. Okay, let's move on to SOUN, SoundHound. It's currently at 1.61, so strength is also projected as well for today. For today, the 30th of October, at 1.85 on its 10-day moving average. Tomorrow, it's projected to that's going to get to 1.87, and then Wednesday it's projected to get 1.94, and then after that we have 1.92, slight decline on Thursday the 2nd, and then Friday the 3rd we have 1.83. Okay, we also have okay, Fibonacci projections. We have for Friday the 3rd of November, we can do some calculation here. We have a price of we have a Fibonacci projection of its price of $1.85. And the 10-day moving average projection is 1.83, and the 10-day moving average projection is I think 0.1168. So we can find the probability of what's going on here. For the probability that it will rise above, it will be higher than 1.85, at least even higher than what it is right now. It's currently at 1.71. Is it 1.71? It's at 1.61. So the probability of it rising above, okay, probability of it trading higher than 1.85 is what we're going to find out now. This is just based on projections. So okay, let's see, 1.85. 1.85 minus 1.83, we have 0.02 divided by 0.1168. we have 0.171. okay, let's see. One 7 1. We have a probability of 52.79%. 52.79%. Okay, but currently, as things stand right now in this pre-market session, SoundHound is trading at 1.61. So what's the probability that it will trade higher? Okay, let's see. It's let's see, come relative to its 10-day moving average projected. The projected 10-day moving average of $1.83 by Friday the 3rd of November. So we can use those two figures, 1.61. Let's see 1.61 minus 1.83 divided by 0.1168. Let's see what we're going to get. 1.61 minus 1.83 divided by 0.1168. We have a negative 1.883. Let's find the probability. Negative 1.88. Okay, so this will be that. So okay, the probability is approximately 0.3%. Why is that so? We have a probability that it will yeah, I guess this is because we are using the probabilities. They're not in a match. They're not a mismatch. There's a mismatch of probability of figures. We're using a 1.83, which is a forecasted probability, not the real probability. So there's a divergence there. The two prices are, the moving average is has diverged, is quite divergent from its current price, this pre-market session price. So I think that's why we are getting this probability of 3%. Yeah, that's why we're getting that. So they have to be close by to get something reasonable. In other words, they're saying that so even at that, so it's still saying that projection of this projection of 1.83 relative to what things are right now also is looking like a long shot. Looking like a long shot. In other words, the previous projection we got of 52.79 is only it's pretty much saying that if maybe if the price gets close to that sort of level, $1.8 or thereabout, maybe it's the chance of it rising above that will improve. But if things remain where they are right now, you're trying to match the current projections with future projections, the current price with future projections, then it's looking really ambitious. I mean, that's just because future ambitions, I mean, these are upper projections. the average is higher than the current price, so you're definitely going to get a negative figure. And when you have a negative figure, then you have a very negative figure relative to a moving average that is here, that is also bigger than the outcome of the difference between the current price and the future moving average. So you always have a negative. You'll always have a very small percentage. So, but I think the good thing about that is that it keeps everything modest. You're not getting too ambitious. I think that's the good side of it all. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going with SoundHound. Up 3.18% in this pre-market session. No news. Okay, well, not a lot of shares have crossed the table. 136,449. Okay, let's see what's going on with SoundHound. Yes, thank you very much. If you just joined us, leave a thumbs up, drop a comment, and we'll see what's going on. So right now we're watching SoundHound and indeed a couple of other stocks. It's up 3.18% in this pre-market session. Let's see. Not a lot of shares have crossed the tape so far. So we've been able to find out that the probability that it will continue, if it shows strength, it's up 3.18% right now. If it shows more strength, then the probability of it doing better, it will even improve. But as things stand right now, it's trading at 1.62, roughly 1.62%. Probability of it rallying further is not very high, not very high at all. So it needs to see more momentum for probably the probability to improve, going by the statistical methods we have used. Yeah, if you have any stock you want us to have a look at, just drop it and we'll have a look. So let's look at OPGN, and we'll try and find out also what's trending. So OPGN is down 4.14%. Let's see. No news out there. We have only 30,000 and roughly 31,000 shares have crossed the tape so far. OP okay, weakness. weakness to sideways to downside movement is projected all the way down, up the way down to Monday the 6th of November. 0.2991 is projected, but regardless, there's an upper projection all the way to $404.41. That's really ambitious, I guess, for OPGN. Okay, let's look at Ardx. Or Ardx, Ardx up 1.72%, spiked to all the way to around 3.57% to $3.57. No news. 61,682 shares have crossed the tape so far. Yes, if you just joined us, drop a comment. If you want us to have a look at any stock, please do. So we're looking at Ardx Inc. as up 1.72%. Let's find out. Let's see whether we can find out a couple of probabilities concerning the stock. Ardx. Okay, Ardx is this is where it closed at Friday at $3.49. So the projection on its 10-day moving average is strong strength. Strength is projected from today, 3.63 on its 10-day moving average, and 3.7, that is 3.71 for tomorrow, the 31st of October. 3.85. All of these are for its moving average. 3.87 by 3.87 by Wednesday the 1st of November, and then $4.02 by Thursday the 2nd of November, and then Friday the 3rd of November we have 4.07, and then weakness is projected afterwards down to $3.98. So we have a couple of projections there. We have a 10-day moving average of 3.98, so we can see whether we can find some probabilities there. 3.98 on its a probability. Okay, 3.98 is a moving. It's an average 3.98, and let's see. Yes. And then we have a projection, Fibonacci projection of 3.95, just because they are very much close. They're closely related. They're just near each other. So we're going to use that price. The price is 3.95. If Fibonacci projection, 3.98 is a moving average. So when you have these two, and you also have down here a standard deviation, we can use these three factors to determine what the probability might look like. So we have a 10-day, we have a standard deviation for the last 10 trading sessions of $0.1398. $0.1398. So with this we can start to see whether we can find the probability of the price of Ardx rising above $3.95 come Friday the 30th. That will be Monday the 6th of November. Okay, let's see. So let's see what we can do. We have those figures. It's going to give us something negative. We have because the price is below the moving average, 3.95 minus 3.98. We have 0.03 divided by standard deviation 0.1398. 398. We have negative 0.214 0.214, negative 0.214. So we have this table here, Z table. 0.214 will be this. Okay, not too bad. 0.214. We have a probability of 41.68%. I thought it was going to be really poor. 41.68%. So the probability that Ardx is going to trade higher than 3.95 by Friday the 3rd of November, for Monday the 6th of November, is 41.68%. So the probability that it will not is going to be 100 minus 41.68. Let's quickly do that. It's 58.32. Yeah, interesting, really interesting. Yeah. Yes, thank you very much. If you just join us, we're just going to have a look at FFIE. ARDX at $3.53 now. FFIE up 5.71% in this pre-market session at $1.11. This is here. Friday Future Intelligent Electric said it aims to deliver 5 of its FF91 2.0 futurist alliance cars in November, including 2 vehicles in the last week of the month. November deliveries would mark an improvement compared with the total October deliveries, the company indicated. The company shares were up 1.9% in a pre-market session, now up 5.71%. So far, 201,616 shares have crossed the tape. Okay, sideways to slight upward movement is projected. Okay, so we can actually do a probability projection for FFIE. Let's see. We have current price of 1.11 minus 10-day moving average of 1.19 divided by standard deviation of 0.2281. We can find a few things there. 1.11 minus 1.19 divided by 0.2281. Okay, we have okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 36.32%. That's 36.32% that it's going to trade higher than 1.11 from the current current levels, yeah. And then probability that it will not is also higher. It's 63.68 is the probability that it will not. Let's see what's going on. So let's look at stock tweets. Okay, we have DCPH, SoFi up 10%. Let's see. McDonald's, WDC, RVTY, XPO. Decipher Pharmaceuticals up 10.35%. DCPH. Okay, it's projected that strength is going to come in all the way towards Monday the 6th of November. So it's currently trading at $10.79. $10.59, $10.4. That's what's trading at right now. DCPH up 10.05%. Let's get the news. Deciphera Pharmaceuticals announces positive top-line results from Motion pivotal phase 3 study of vimseltinib in patients with TGCT not amenable to surgery. So the Motion study met primary endpoint with objective response rate at 25 of 40% compared to 0 for placebo. Motion study met all key secondary endpoints with statistically significant and clinically meaningful improvements at week 25 compared to placebo, including ORR by tumor volume score versus 7% versus 0%. Updated results from phase 1 of 2 study of vimseltinib demonstrated best ORR of 72% in phase 1 and 64% in phase 2 cohort. Yeah, okay, so some positive outcomes on its drug tests. Revenue for the quarter ended September 30th was $43.4 million, up $36 million a year earlier. Analysts surveyed by Capital IQ expected $39.2 million. Okay, not a lot of shares have crossed the tape, but the price is gaining traction, gaining more momentum. Up 13.1% now. Okay, the market is now open, yes. Okay, the market is opened. Let's review all the other stocks. SoFi 9.48%. Tesla 0.51%. Okay, DCPH. Let's see what Tesla is doing. Okay, this has it has recalculated, I think. So more strength is projected for Tesla all the way towards Friday the 3rd of November. Let's read this. It says, as Tesla executive bemoans EV adoption pause in first half of 2023, fund managers say reacceleration coming in 2024 due to these three factors. Okay, it says Tesla hasn't seen an appreciable volume lift from the series of price cuts it has announced since January this year. As a Tesla executive bemoaned the sequential decline in the electric vehicle market in the first quarter of 2023, Future Fund's Gary Black said he sees a recovery could be in the offing. Tesla's VP of Investor Relations, Martin Vaker, said in a recent post on X, formerly Twitter, that global EV sales saw its first sequential decline in a long time in the first half of 2023. Let's see what happens the second half of this year, he added. Okay, reposting his comments, Black said that the 2023 EV adoption pause, he expects he says that after the 2023 EV adoption pause, he expects EV adoption to reaccelerate in 2024 due to three factors. The fund manager said the 7,500 US EV tax credit allowed under the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 will go to off invoice on January 1st, 2024, and the 7,500 reduction will be reflected in lower monthly prices. So secondly, category news driven by the Cybertruck launch will spark new interest in all EVs, Black indicated. Thirdly, renewed interest in global EV adoption is likely as autonomous driving systems reach level 3 and level 4 adoption here, he indicated. So why is it important? So the slow uptake of EVs prompted a price war among EV manufacturers spearheaded by Tesla, while Tesla could afford to take a hit to its margins due to due to it being profitable and the scale of its manufacturing, the flurry of new entrants which throng the EV market has found that they're going tough. This has been reflected in the stock prices of those startups. Okay, so Elon Musk is also blaming the economy for the predicament, although critics suggest it's an excuse. If the Federal Reserve begins to reverse its rate hikes and the economic uncertainty ceases to be an overhang, a reversal could be in the cards. Okay. So let's see what's going on with yeah, we're looking at a couple of stocks. McDonald's, MCD. McDonald's is rebounding. McDonald's is up 0.92%. Okay, 1.06 million shares have crossed the tape for McDonald's. Okay, so stocks are on the move. Dow is up 0.88%, Nasdaq up 1.2%, S&P up 0.99%. Okay, let's have a look at WDC, Western Digital, up 7.99%. Giving up some of those gains. The gains was actually higher than what it is right now, reached the highs of around 44.51. Okay, the company is set to split into two companies. Okay, 2.781 million shares have crossed the tape, up by 8.92%. XPO up 11.57%. What's the news? Okay, 411,000 shares. XPO Inc. up 10.37%. at VTY. Okay, VT Inc. up rather down 15.34%. VT falls on annual forecast quarter Q3 results miss. roughly 280,000 shares across the tape. Okay, let's see what SoFi is doing. Okay, SoFi up 9.61%. Tesla up 1.22. Nvidia up 1.8%. Apple 1.39%. Nikola up 2.43%. Volume of 1.992 million shares. OCGN down 1.11%. OPGN Ocugen down 3.59%. Roughly 106,000 shares across the tape. Ardx up 3.58, only 588,000 shares across the tape. And FFIE Faraday Future up 1.43%. Okay, so that would do it for this live session. See you all tomorrow, and thank you very much.